So there's a huge road ahead of us right now. I want Massachusetts to continue to be one of the great state leaders, because we're going to need subnational as well as national initiatives in order to meet the mark. I think this election was a triumph for basic truth and common sense and rule of law, and the fact that voting does make a difference.
People are not averse to change, they're averse to loss.
I'm not a big believer in awards for doing the things you ought to be doing, but I think they are always a great way of putting a down payment on the next round of activity. So I'm honored by it, but we all have a lot of work to do.
We are optimistic about the possibilities. We believe the time is now. There's no greater urgency, in our opinion, than doing something about climate change, because we understand that there is a direct connectivity between climate change, human health, and equity. And so although we're doing these things because it's the right thing to do, we're also doing them because it's the smart thing to do.
It is important when we talk about the work of the EPA to remind people that we're not just the environmental cop on the beat. We're not just about a pretty place you want to visit on your summer vacation. We're about the air you breathe, the water you drink. We're about the community you raise your children in. There has never, ever been more science on an issue and more scientists in agreement than there are today on climate change.
Every time we get together, it makes me more hopeful and more energized. When you're passionate about something like this, you just never give it up.
Massachusetts has this legacy of progressive policies, which is both a blessing and a curse.
The planet is running a fever. There are no emergency rooms for planets, so we have to engage in preventative care.
We have this opportunity to make the world a better place, and we can't let it pass us by. And a lot of that starts not just with the federal level legislation, but it starts locally with Massachusetts, with Boston, with people in their individual communities reaching out to their neighbors. And I think that's something that we should remember. And that's why I'm optimistic.